Hey guys, it's Aaron and welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. I'm super excited to be back with you guys on this beautiful Monday afternoon. Y'all know I had to come on here and talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta because last night the ladies were throwing too much shade, okay? And then we got to talk about the social media drama, okay? Porsha with her post and delete. And then we have Juan on Speak On It blasting Kenya more hair care for her cheap donation. Like, what's going on, Kenya? Okay, you can buy ice sculptures for Cynthia Bailey's engagement party, but can't donate the candy cares to feed the families in Atlanta? We gotta talk about that and so much more. If you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. And let's get straight into the video. So let's dive right into the mess. First things first, let's get into last night's episode. Let's talk Drew and Ralph Pittman. It seems to me as though they are on a new footing, okay? They're trying to move forward. They want to stop the arguing. They want to make their marriage work. But to be honest, I just don't trust it, okay? I don't trust Ralph and I don't trust their relationship. It seems like a hot-ass mess, if you ask me. I am very much so aware that Ralph had a death in the family. I think his father died, I believe. And you know, death has a tendency to either break families apart or bring families closer together. Fortunately, in Drew and Ralph's case, it seems as though they've been brought closer together. But, you know, you can say you want to move forward all you want to, and you can say you want to make it better. But at the end of the day, Ralph is a no good for nothing ass man, okay? It is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be. I don't trust him. He said something very, very, very alarming to me last night, which was, Drew, you need to accept me for who I am. Now, on the surface, that just seems like a generic ass statement. Like, of course we should, you know, accept people and love people for who they are. But for Ralph, okay, and a lot of other black men, saying accept me for who I am is code word for, girl, you either take me or leave me because I ain't changing, okay? So Ralph is liable to go down there, disappear in Tampa for another 3 days and see that woman, okay? Because we know he just wasn't there for the sandy white beaches. He was out there seeing someone, and we got to do some investigative reporting, okay? If y'all know or have any information on the woman that Ralph went down there to see, let me know, because that whole situation is just still not sitting right with me. So moving right along to Miss Candy Coated Nights, she's at home, she's working, she's getting her hair done and things of that nature, and she's having a conversation about the whole Block and Riley situation and how, you know, Riley wants Block to, you know, pay his backed up child support for the past 10 years, which in my opinion, he is obligated to pay the money. Whether, you know, Candy is rich or not, you still should have been taking care of your child for the last 10 years, okay? If you're not gonna be in the baby life, the least you could do is cut the check, okay? And so I think he should pay the child support. But what was interesting about the whole scene is Candy's hairstylist throwing all the shade and saying what needed to be said, okay? Saying what everybody is thinking. A lot of people watching the show and on social media have been saying, why does Candy care about getting Block's backed up child support when number one, she has it, and number two, the girl is 18, okay? It's a little bit too late. And that's basically what the hairstylist was saying, okay? She said, Candy, when the judge sees your case, the judge is gonna deny, and deny, okay? Deny your ass, because you got it like that. And I'm with Candy and Riley. It's really not about who has money and who doesn't. It's about the principle, okay, of the whole situation. Whether I'm rich or not, you still need to contribute to your child's well-being. And that's just that on period, okay? And so it is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. Moving right along, let's talk about Miss Porsha, my personal favorite housewife. She's having conversations with different people on the show, including Cynthia, saying how, you know, she doesn't want Mike to invite Dennis to the wedding because I guess her and Dennis at this very moment are not in a good space, which this whole storyline is just super annoying to me. Especially when we know that Dennis and Porsha ended up going to the wedding and were like booed up. Okay, they was like this. And it's really weird. Like, Porsha kind of confuses me because it's like one day, you know, we're not cool with Dennis, and then the next day you in the confessional talking about if Dennis does good, then I do good. Okay, like, we still need to sell these hot dogs, and we still need to do that when Lauren came into the room with the varsity hot dog. And I'm just sitting here at the television screen like, okay, Porsha, like, are we here for Dennis or are we not? Okay, are we rooting for Dennis or are we not? I'm just a little bit confused, and at this point, I'm gonna have to jump on the Team Swirl bandwagon and just go off on a limb and say that we personally don't care if Dennis is invited to the wedding or not. We don't care. Let's move right along. Now, speaking of Kenya, okay, this is where we get to the Candy Cares event where all of the foolishness began. Okay, shout out to Candy for feeding the single parent families in Atlanta. She really is doing the Lord's work, so shout out to her. But during this event, we saw Kenya throw so much shade in the confessional and in real life. Like, it was just honestly too much, okay? Like I said, she was in the confessional talking about nobody cares whether Dennis, you know, shows up to the wedding or not. She was talking to Porsha like, girl, it's really not that deep. Like, you gonna be at the wedding sipping Hennessy. And she said something about busting it wide. And I'm just looking at Kenya like, Kenya, first off, what is you talking about, sis? Okay, what is you talking about? Second off, you look and sound ridiculous, okay? And so the fact that Kenya just continuously comes for Porsha for no good reason is weird to me. Like, even when she was like, you know, can we do less talking and more work? Like, girl, if Candy's not complaining, why are you? If Candy don't mind us talking about the situation, okay, having a conversation about the situation, why are you so bothered? Okay, you are really hot and bothered, and it really doesn't make any sense to me. However, I did think the funniest moment of the show last night was when Kenya was like, oh, look at Porsha. She showed up early for her photo op. How wonderful. Y'all, okay, when Kenya said that in the confessional, I just about fell out. Okay, I had to rewind that part over and over again because Porsha is late to pretty much everything, but she showed up, you know, in Kenya's opinion, conveniently for her photo op for charity, right? So speaking of Kenya and her unwarranted shade towards Porsha did a post and delete last night on Instagram, and y'all, okay, what in the hell is going on? She actually reposted this onto Instagram and then deleted it soon after. And the post says, the level of hate, vile, and just plain jealousy that Kenya Snore displays towards Porsha is just embarrassing to watch. Perhaps if she had any real level of decency, she might have better luck in life. Hashtag get a life. Hashtag misery loves company. Okay. And, you know, I feel two ways about the situation. Okay. I do feel as though Kenya does come for Porsha. It's almost like obsessive. It's like, girl, why are you so upset? Okay. Like, why are you so bothered? Because we see Porsha doing the Black Lives Matter, and we see her, you know, dealing with Dennis and PJ and her family and Lauren and stuff like that. You really don't see Porsha really ever commenting on Kenya until Kenya says something stupid to Porsha. And so it's like this obsessive behavior that she has towards Porsha that I don't really quite understand. I mean, she really should be more focused on fighting Mark for custody or, you know, working out her failed marriage and stop licking bottoms to get to the top. But I digress. On the other hand, I do kind of feel like I am here for the shade towards Porsha because at the end of the day, ain't nothing else going on. Okay, I say this in every episode. Candy ain't doing nothing. Cynthia ain't doing nothing. Fallon is barely on there. Tanya ain't on the show no more. Where's Tanya? Okay, where is Phaedra? Where is Tanya? They're doing Tanya this season like how they did Charisse. Okay, they're punishing Tanya. They're not editing her in the best light. Okay, they're cutting out all her scenes. Notice how Tanya is at every freaking event, but we barely ever see her, okay? I think it's quite annoying, and Bravo and the producers and the editors deserve some discipline for what they're doing to Tanya. So at this same Candy Cares event, we do see Marlo donating her $5,000, okay? Shout out to Marlo for donating. to the Candy Cares. I thought that was dope. But you guys, Candy sat up there in a confessional and said that she thought that some of the other ladies would have given more, okay? Now, we know she wasn't talking about Porsha because Porsha gave $5,000. We know she wasn't talking about Marlo because Marlo gave $5,000. So that leaves everybody else, and I'm not gonna name them off, but I'm gonna just say Kenya Moore Hair Care, okay? And we know Kenya Moore Hair Care didn't give anything, or she gave barely nothing, because Don Juan went on to Candy Speak on it and went the hell in on Miss Kenya Moore's hair care without even saying her name, okay? Because we do know that Candy and Kenya are in the alliance. Apparently they're friends in real life. That's still to be determined, okay? I don't really have any proof of that. But yeah, Don Juan was basically gonna speak on it saying, how is Kenya out here splurging and spending money on stuff like ice sculptures, for Cynthia Bailey's chill engagement party, but yet you can't give a sizable, nice, decent, check to the Candy Cares Foundation? Like, what's really going on? What's really going on, Kenya? Okay, we can lie and scheme and say Joe Biden is going to be at an event, but we can't donate to the single parent families in Atlanta so the families can have a meal. Like, shout out to Kenya for giving her time, her energy, and her effort. Okay, she was trying to play boss at the event, but girl, open up your pocketbooks, okay? Now, maybe Kenya is going through something financially, okay? Maybe she's strained financially because she's taking care of Mark. We do know that Mark's restaurant, Soko in Brooklyn, is going down under due to COVID and the restrictions and whatnot. And so Mark is probably having a hard time. Kenya wants to take care of her baby daddy / husband. And so maybe that's where all her money is going to. I don't know, okay? Maybe that might be the reason why she wasn't able to give a sizable donation to the Candy Cares Foundation. However, we do know that Don Juan was throwing the whole palm tree, okay? Bitch said, I don't care, Candy, if this is your girl or not. I'm going to expose the hell out of Kenya for giving a cheap to no donation at the Candy Cares event, okay? So shout out to Don Juan. I don't really like Don Juan like that, but the fact that he's exposing Kenya is giving me all my life, all right? And then you guys, can we talk about the shade? Okay, can we talk about the extra shade that Kenya put on top while they were at the Candy Cares event and Marlo was giving her donation and whatnot? They started talking about the Charleston trip that they're going to take next week. Okay, God knows we need to get there as soon as possible because this season is so dry. Like, I'm thirsty just talking about it. But, we see them trying to come up with ideas on where they could go for the girls trip. Someone mentions, South Carolina. Porsha says, maybe we should drive because getting on a plane might be too much. But then she also says, well, I mean, we could, ride in Fallon's private jet. I mean, she got her own plane or whatever. And I know y'all caught the part when Kenya said, yeah, we're not going to use Fallon's private plane. Like, girl, you better feel some type of way, Kenya. Okay, Kenya Moore Hair Care, you're upset because you have not sold enough shampoos and conditioners to get your own private jet. You're upset because your husband has not sold enough fish plates at the Soko in Brooklyn so that you could afford your own private jet. Okay, you're upset because all of those appearances on Martin and Fresh Prince and The Confidant with Boris Kodjoe, a movie that didn't nobody see, didn't sell enough at the box office so that you could afford your own private jet. Kenya Moore Hair Care is a jealous woman, and she's been jealous since day one when she found out that Porsha had the perfect life. And then just to wrap everything up, let's talk about Noelle real quick, okay? Noelle got her entire family together at the end of the episode when Cynthia was talking to her mother about inviting her father, who, the father don't have a good relationship with nobody, okay? He has a decent relationship with Mallory. He hasn't seen Cynthia in years. The mama and the daddy don't talk to each other, and Noelle has only seen her grandfather twice in all of her 18 years of life. And so, Cynthia's mom does not want Cynthia to invite Cynthia's father to the wedding. Y'all know how that family drama works out. But Noelle really got her family together when she said, why can't we just not invite him, okay? Grandma, she puts all of us first all the time. Why can't we put her first and do something to accommodate her for once. And you know what, Noelle? I understand what you're saying. I get what you're saying, girl. And I kind of do agree. But at the same time, this ain't grandmama wedding, okay? Grandmama had her time. And once she found herself another man, okay, then we can talk about who she wants to invite to her wedding. But this is Cynthia's wedding. And I do understand that grandma puts everybody first. And it would be nice, okay, if Cynthia wants to accommodate her and not invite the father, I would be down for that. But at the end of the day, this is Cynthia's wedding and she needs to invite who she wants to invite. Personally, I don't think Cynthia should invite any elderly folks because, like I said, we are in a whole global pandemic and everybody over 65 is high risk, okay? So the grandmama, the grandfather, and all the old folks need to stay at home anyways. With that being said, y'all, that was my time, okay? I'm going to bow out gracefully. Child, let me know what y'all think about the whole Don Juan situation. Let me know what you guys think about Porsha's post and delete. And also let me know what you thought about the whole episode. It was a hot ass mess and I cannot wait until next episode until, you know, we get to Charleston, South Carolina so that the real drama can begin, okay? I'm gonna wrap it up right here. If you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys a little bit later. Love you and don't forget to create a great day. Bye, you guys.